Hello friends, good evening to all. In the video for the JEE lecture, we are discussing about matrices. We had discussed about some types of matrices. Let us discuss about the other types of the matrices like upper triangular matrix, lower triangular matrix, Hermitian matrix, Q-Hermitian matrix, unitary matrix, involutory matrix. Like this, later on we will discuss about rank of a matrix, then row echelon method, etc. Now we will discuss about the some other types of matrices. Hello friends, in the types of matrices we discuss about one more type, that is upper triangular matrix. In the upper triangular matrix it should be compulsory, that is a square matrix, and for the square matrix we say that aij equal to 0 for all I greater than j, and it is called upper triangular matrix. So if we discuss about 3 by 3 matrix, then for all I greater than j means if I equal to 2 then j equals to 1, so a21 should be 0, and if I equal to 3 then j should be 1 or 2, then a31 and a32 should be 0. So we get a 3 by 3 matrix, that is a equal to 4 1 3 are the elements of first row, 0 minus 2 7 are the elements of second row, and 0 0 8 are the elements of third row. That is called upper triangular matrix. Let us discuss about 4 by 4 matrix. So if we consider the elements 1 2 3 4 are of the first row, 0 minus 5 6 and minus 7 are the elements of second row, 0 0 8 and 9 are the elements of third row, and 0 0 0 10 are the elements of fourth row. Then it is also considered as upper triangular matrix. So these are the examples for the upper triangular matrix. Similarly, let us discuss about lower triangular matrix. So it is compulsory that for a square matrix aij is 0, but there is a condition for all I is less than j, then it is called lower triangular matrix. All I is less than j means if we consider I equal to 1, then j should be 2 or 3 for 3 by 3 matrix. So a1 to a1 3 should be 0, and if I equal to 2 then j should be 3, so a2 3 is 0. So if we take an example of 3 by 3 matrix, then 1 0 0 are the elements of first row, 2 3 0 are the elements of second row, and 4 5 6 are the elements of the third row. That is called the example of lower triangular matrix. Let us discuss about the example of 4 by 4 matrix. Means again we can take the condition, that is aij equal to 0 for all I is less than j. Then 1 0 0 0 are the elements of first row, 2 minus 3 0 0 are the elements of second row, 4 5 minus 6 0 are the elements of third row, and 7 8 9 10 are the elements of fourth row. And it is also called the lower triangular matrix, that is 4 by 4 matrix. Friends, in the upper triangular matrix we have seen that we get the zeros from the second row, and in 3 by 3 matrix last element is not 0, means in the last row last element is not equal to 0, other are 0, then we get a triangle shape in that. And same for the lower triangular matrix, we get first element is not 0, others are 0 in the first row, and so we get the triangle shape in the upper side. So we say that it is lower triangular matrix. Now we discuss about the transpose of conjugate of a matrix. So first we had discussed about the conjugate of a matrix, that is for a square matrix which contains complex numbers in any one element, then we replace that element by the conjugate of this complex number, so it is called the conjugate of a matrix. And after then we take the transpose of that entries, all the entries, then it is considered as the transpose of conjugate of a matrix. Transpose of conjugate of a matrix is denoted by a raised to theta, that is a raised to theta equal to conjugate of a means a bar, and its transpose means a bar whole raised to t. As per example, here we consider matrix A, which contains the elements which are 1 2 minus I and 3 plus I are the elements of the first row, 2 plus I 0 and 7 minus 2I are the elements of second row, and I minus 5 minus I and 3 are the elements of third row. Then we replace these complex number by their conjugate. So conjugate of the matrix is denoted by a bar, and that is 1 as it is, conjugate of 2 minus I is 2 plus I, and 3 conjugate of 3 plus I is 3 minus I, conjugate of 2 plus I is 2 minus I, and conjugate of 7 minus 2I is 7 plus 2I, conjugate of I is minus I, and conjugate of 5 minus I is 5 plus I. So we get the conjugate of this matrix, that is 1 2 plus I and 3 minus I are the elements of the first row. Similarly 2 minus I 0 and 7 plus 2i are the elements of the second row, and minus I, 5 plus I and 3 are the elements of the third row. So here we get the conjugate of matrix A, that is 1 plus 1, 2 plus I and 3 minus I are the elements of first row, 2 minus I, 0, 7 plus 2I are the elements of second row, and minus I, 5 plus I, 3 are the elements of the third row. Now it is conjugate of a matrix. We want to find the transpose of conjugate of a matrix. So here we convert all these entries into columns, means first row converted into first column, second converted into second column, and third row converted into third column. So we get the conjugate of transpose of conjugate of a matrix, and that is denoted by a raised to theta. So here we can write a raised to theta equal to 1, 2 minus I and minus I, which are in the first column, so they are in the first row. Now second row is 2 minus I, 0, 7 plus 2I for conjugate of A, so it is in second column. So here we get 2 plus I, 0, 5 plus I, means that is second row. So 2 minus I, 0, 7 plus 2I, that is second column, minus I, 5 plus I, 3. These are the elements of third row for conjugate of a matrix. So minus I, 5 plus I, 3 are the elements of third column for transpose of conjugate of a matrix. Similarly, we can find the transpose of conjugate of 2 by 2 matrix, where A is 1 plus I, 1 minus I, 2, 3 minus 2I, then its conjugate is 1 minus I, 1 plus I, 2 and 3 plus 2I. So its transpose will be 1 minus I, 1 plus I, 2, 3 minus 2I. Let us discuss about some examples. Here matrix A is given, which contains the elements which are minus 5, 0, 0 in the first row, 7, 6, 0 in the second row, and minus 1, 2, 3 are in the third row. Now which type of this matrix? We have to show this. So here options are upper triangular, lower triangular, and conjugate or zero matrix. All the entries are not zero, so it's not a zero matrix. Here complex numbers are not given, so it is not a conjugate matrix. Upper triangular matrix or lower triangular matrix, any one option is possible. So here we get the triangle in the upper side, so we say that it's a lower triangular matrix. So option B is the correct option. In the previous example, we had seen that A 1 2 means it equals to 0, so 1 is less than 2. A 1 3 equal to 0 means 1 is less than 3, and A 2 3 is equal to 0, so 2 is less than 3, means here condition is satisfied, that is Aij equal to 0 for all I is less than j. So here we say that it is a lower triangular matrix. Let us discuss about the one more example. Here matrix A is given, which contains the elements 1, minus 2 and 9 in the first row, 0, 4 and 8 are in the second row, and 0, 0, 7 are in the third row. We have to show that which type of this matrix. So options are again upper triangular, lower triangular, zero matrix, or identity matrix. So here all the entries are not zero, so it is not a zero matrix. It is not a zero matrix, means option C is not possible. Now diagonal entries are not exactly 1 and other elements are not 0, so again we say that it is not an identity matrix, means option D is not possible. We get zeros in a triangle shape from the second row, so obvious that here we can say that it is not a lower triangular matrix, so option B is not possible. So for the upper triangular matrix, we check the condition that Aij equal to 0 for all I greater than j, means see A21 equal to 0, A31 equal to 0, and A32 equal to 0. So A21, A31 and A32, in all these three elements we can see that I is greater than j, means for I greater than j, Aij equal to 0, so it's a upper triangular matrix. Let us take one more example. Here matrix A, which is of 3 by 3, and elements are 1 plus I, 0 and 7 minus I for the first row, 2, 3 minus I and 6 are the elements for the second row, and minus 4, 4 plus root 5I and I are the elements of the third row. Then find A raised to theta. A raised to theta means we have to find the transpose of conjugate of a matrix, and in the given matrix we have the complex numbers, so we can find the conjugate of this matrix and then we take the transpose of this conjugate of a matrix. So we get the elements for the A raised to theta. So here in the first row we have the elements 1 plus I, 0 and 7 minus I. So first we take the conjugate of these complex numbers. Similarly, here we take the conjugate of the complex number 3 minus I, that is 3 plus I. So we get the elements of the second row, which are 2, 3 plus I and 6. Similarly, here complex number 4 plus root 5 in the third row. So if we take its conjugate, then it is 4 minus root 5i. So here we get the elements for the third row, which are minus 4, 4 minus root 5, and for the last element, that is I, so its conjugate is minus I. So here we get conjugate of a matrix, that is 1 minus I, 0 and 7 plus I are the elements of the first row, 2, 3 plus I and 6 are the elements of the second row, minus 4, 4 minus root 5 and minus I are the elements of the third row. Now we have to find the transpose of conjugate of a matrix. So here we have the conjugate of a matrix. Now we convert all these rows into columns, then we get the transpose of conjugate of a matrix. So here we get 1 minus I, 2 and minus 4 are the elements of first row, 0, 3 plus I and 4 minus root 5 are the elements of second, and 7 plus I, 6 minus are the elements of third row. Let us discuss about one more type of matrix, that is Hermitian matrix. So here for the Hermitian matrix we take square matrix and we get a raised to theta equals to a, means transpose of conjugate of a matrix equals to given matrix. Then a given matrix is considered as the Hermitian matrix. In short, in a given matrix we have the complex number, we have to take its conjugate, so we get the conjugate of a matrix, and then we convert all the rows into columns, so we get the transpose of conjugate of a matrix. And now if the transpose of conjugate of a matrix it equals to given matrix, then we say that a given matrix is a Hermitian matrix. Here one example is given, that is of 2 by 2 matrix. So here matrix A, that is 1 by 2, 1 and root 3i are the elements of first row, and minus root 3 and 4 are the elements of the second row. So here first we take the conjugate of matrix A. So here root 3i are conjugate of root 3i is minus root 3i. So here first row contains the elements 1 and minus root 3i, and similarly minus root 3i in second row, so its conjugate is plus root 3i. So second row contains the elements, that is root 3i comma 4. So now we take its transpose. So we get transpose of conjugate of this matrix. So it is denoted by a raised to theta. So it is 1 by 2. First row 1 minus root 3i, it converted into first column, and root 3i 4, that is the second row, converted into second column. So a raised to theta equal to 1 by 2. 1 and root 3 are the elements of first row, and minus root 3 and 4 are the elements of second row. So this shows the matrix A. So here we say that A is a Hermitian matrix. But now we take one more example, that is matrix A equal to 1 and root 3 are the elements of first row, and 2 root 3i and 4 are the elements of second row. Then it is not a Hermitian matrix. Let us see about it. So here root 3i, its conjugate is minus root 3i, and for second row 2 root 3i, so its conjugate is minus 2 root 3i. So here we get conjugate of this matrix, that is 1 minus root 3i for first row, and minus 2 root 3i comma 4 for the second row. Its transpose will be 1 minus root 3i in the first column, and minus 2 root 3i comma 4 in the second column. So it is not exactly a given matrix A. So here we say that a given matrix is not a Hermitian matrix. Let us discuss about one more type of a matrix, that is Q-Hermitian matrix. So for that, here for a square matrix A, if A raised to theta equal to minus A raised to theta means transpose of conjugate of a matrix, it equals to opposite of the given matrix, then a given matrix is considered as the skew-Hermitian matrix, means transpose of the conjugate of a matrix. So in a matrix we have the complex number, we have to take its conjugate, and then we have to find the conjugate of a matrix, and then we convert all the rows into columns, so we get transpose of conjugate of a matrix. And if now transpose of conjugate of a matrix is exactly opposite of the given matrix, then we say that a given matrix is a skew-Hermitian matrix. As for example, here matrix A, which contains the order of 2, and it has the element minus I and 2 plus I for the first row, and minus 2 plus I and 0 for the second row. So now we take the conjugate of these elements. So conjugate of minus I is plus I, conjugate of 2 plus I is 2 minus I, and conjugate of minus 2 plus I is minus 2 minus I. So here we get the conjugate of a matrix, that is I, 2 minus I for the first row, and minus 2 minus I and 0 are the elements of the second row. So here we get the conjugate of a matrix, that is I and 2 minus I are the elements of first row, and minus 2 minus I and 0 are the elements of the second row. Now we convert all these rows into a column, then we get transpose of conjugate of this matrix. So here we get I and 2 minus I are the elements of first column, and minus 2 minus I and 0 are the elements of second column. So here we take minus 1 is a common element from the second element of first row. So here we get first row, that is I minus in a bracket 2 plus I, and second row is 2 minus I 0. So from this matrix, if we take minus 1 is a common element, so in a matrix we get the elements which are minus I, 2 plus I, minus 2 plus I and 0. So it is exactly opposite to the given matrix. So here we get a raised to theta equals to minus a, means our condition is a raised to theta equal to minus a, that is satisfied. So here we say that a given matrix is an example of a skew Hermitian matrix, that is a raised to theta equal to minus. Let us discuss about this example. Here matrix A, which contains the elements 1 and minus I for the first row, I and 1 are the elements of the second row, that is of 2 by 2 matrix. So here we say that what is the type of this matrix? Here options are given, that is skew Hermitian, Hermitian, involutory and unitary matrix. So we know that we don't know about that involutory matrix and unitary matrix at present. So obviously we have only two options, skew Hermitian and Hermitian. So for the matrix A, here complex numbers are given. If complex numbers are given, then first we have to find the conjugate of a given matrix. So here conjugate of minus I is plus I and conjugate of I is minus I. So here A is 1 minus I for the first row, and I and 1 are the elements of the second row. Now we take its conjugate. So here conjugate of a matrix, that is 1 and I are the elements of first row, minus I and 1 are the elements of the second row. Now to find the transpose of conjugate of a matrix, here we convert all the rows into columns for the conjugate of a matrix. So we get a raised to theta, that is 1 and I are the elements of first column, minus I and 1 are the elements of second column. So it is exactly to the given matrix. So we say that a raised to theta equal to A. So given matrix is a Hermitian matrix. Now we take one more example. Which type of this matrix? For matrix A, the elements are 1, 1 plus I and 2I for the first row, 1 minus I 5 and minus 3 for second row, and minus 2I minus 3 and 0 for the third row. So again here options are same, Hermitian matrix, skew Hermitian matrix, unitary or involutory matrix, but at present we don't know about unitary and involutory matrix, so we will remove them. Then we have only two options, A and C. So for the matrix A, here A1, 1 plus I, 2I for the first row, 1 minus I, 5 minus 3 for second, and minus 2I minus 3, 0 are for the third. So first here we find its conjugate. So conjugate of 1 plus I is 1 minus I, conjugate of 2I is minus 2I, conjugate of 1 minus I is 1 plus I, and conjugate of minus 2I is plus 2I. So here we get conjugate of a matrix, that is A bar, otherwise conjugate of A equal to 1, 1 minus I and minus 2I for the first row, 1 plus I 5 and minus 3 for the second row, and 2I minus 3 and 0 are the elements for the third row. So here we get 1, 1 minus I and minus 2I for the first row, 1 plus I 5 and minus 3 are the elements for second row, and 2I minus 3 and 0 are the elements for the third row. That is conjugate of a given matrix. Now we convert all these rows into columns, so we get transpose of conjugate of a matrix. So here 1, 1 minus I and minus 2I are converted into first column, 1 plus I 5 and minus 3 are into second, and 2I minus 3 and 0 are converted into third row. That is exactly to the given matrix A. So A raised to theta equal to A. So it's a Hermitian matrix. So here we say that A is a Hermitian matrix. Let us discuss about one more example, that is of 2 by 2 matrix. So matrix A, which contains the elements minus I and minus 5I in the first row, minus 5I and 3I are in the second row. So which type of this matrix? The options are Hermitian, skew Hermitian, involutory and unitary. So obvious that here we discuss about only two types, Hermitian and skew Hermitian, and matrix A is this minus I, minus 5I, minus 5I and 3I. So first we find its conjugate. So here we get conjugate of a matrix which contains the elements of the first row, that is I and 5I, and similarly the elements of the second row, which are 5I and minus 3I. Now we take its transpose. So transpose is also I and 5I for the first column, because first row converted into first column, and first row contains the elements I and 5I. Second row converted into second column, so 5I and minus 3I. So we get A raised to theta is approximately A bar. Now we take minus 1 is common from this matrix. So here entries in matrix, that is minus I, minus 5I, minus for the first row, and minus 5I, 3I for the second row. So it is exactly to the given matrix. So here we say the transpose of a matrix is opposite to the given matrix. So A raised to theta equal to minus A condition is satisfied. So here we say that A is a skew Hermitian matrix. Let us discuss about one more example, that is A equal to 0, 2 minus 3i, 2 plus 3i for first row, minus 2 minus 3i 0, 4 plus 3i for second, and minus 2 plus 3i minus 4 plus 3i 0 for the third row. So here we have to find the type of a matrix that is skew Hermitian or Hermitian, because other two are not possible at present because we had not discussed about it. So here matrix A which contains diagonal elements are 0, other elements are 2 minus 3 and 2 plus 3i for the first row, minus 2 minus 3 and 4 plus 3i for the second, and minus 2 plus 3i minus 4 plus 3i for the third row. So first we have to take the conjugate of this matrix, that is A bar. So here first row, for the first row 2 plus 3i is the conjugate of 2 minus 3i, and 2 minus 3i is the conjugate for the 2 plus 3i. Similarly minus 2 plus 3i is the conjugate of minus 2 minus 3i, and minus 2 minus 3i is the conjugate of minus 2 plus 3i, and 4 minus 3i is conjugate of 4 plus 3i, and minus 4 minus 3i is the conjugate of minus 4 plus 3i. So we get the conjugate of matrix A, that is 0, 2 plus 3i and 2 minus 3i, which are the elements of the first row. Minus 2 plus 3i, 0, 4 minus 3i are the elements of the second row. Minus 2 minus 3i, minus 4 minus 3i and 0, which are the elements of the third row. So here we had seen matrix conjugate. So from this conjugate of a matrix we take its transpose. So here 0, 2 plus 3i and 2 minus 3i will be the elements of the first column. Similarly minus 2 plus 3i 0 and 4 minus 3i will be the elements of second column, and minus 2 minus 3i minus 4 minus 3i and 0 will be the elements of the third column. So here we get the transpose of conjugate of a matrix A. So A raised to theta which contains the elements which are 0, minus 2 plus 3i, minus 2 minus 3i for the first row, 2 plus 3i 0, minus 4 minus 3i for the second row, and 2 minus 3i 4 minus 3i 0 for the third row. We take minus 1 common from this matrix, so we get 0, 2 minus 3i 2 plus 3i in the first row, minus 2 minus 3i 0, 4 plus 3i in second, and minus 2 plus 3i minus 4 plus 3i 0 in the third row. That is matrix of minus A. So here we get A raised to theta equals to minus A, that is transpose of a conjugate of a matrix equals to opposite of the given matrix. So A raised to theta equal to minus A means we can say that a given matrix is a skew Hermitian matrix. Let us discuss about one more type of a matrix, that is unitary matrix. So remember that for a unitary matrix here we consider a square matrix, and for any square matrix A, if we get A into A raised to theta equals to identity matrix equals to A raised to theta into A, then A is called a unitary matrix. Means we take the multiplication of a given matrix and transpose of conjugate of a given matrix, it equals to identity matrix. Then a given matrix is considered as unitary matrix. So as for example here we take a matrix A, that is 1 by 2, I and root 3 are the elements of the first row, and root 3 and I are the elements of the second row. So now I conjugate of I is minus I. So A conjugate of a matrix is 1 by 2 minus I root 3 are the elements of first row, and root 3 and minus I are the elements of second row. Now we take its transpose. So I and minus root 3 in the first column, and minus root 3 and minus I in the second column. So here in the verification we can see that conjugate of this matrix is 1 by 2 minus I root 3 are the elements of first row, and root 3 and minus I are the elements of the second row. We take its transpose, that is denoted by A raised to theta. So transpose of conjugate of a matrix is 1 by 2 minus I root 3 in the first column, and root 3 and minus I are in the second column. So now we take the multiplication of a given matrix and transpose of the conjugate of a matrix, that is A into A raised to theta equals to 1 by 2. Matrix A is I and root 3 in the first row, root 3 and I are in the second row, into A raised to theta means 1 by 2 minus I and root 3 in the first row, root 3 and minus I are in the second row. So we get 1 by 4 matrix I root 3I, and second matrix minus I root 3 in the first column, and root 3 and minus I in the second column. So now we take the multiplication of these two matrices. So we will see what is the multiplication of them. So here in the multiplication of these two matrices 1 by 4, first matrix is I and root 3 in the first row, root 3 and I in the second row, minus I and root 3 in the first row for the second matrix, and root 3 and minus I are the elements of the second row for the second matrix. So here we multiply first row of the first matrix with the first column of the second matrix. So I into minus I, that is minus I square root 3 into 3, that is 3. So the 3 minus I square is the first element of the first row. Now first row multiply with the second column. So I into root 3I plus root 3 into minus I, that is minus root 3I. So root 3I minus root 3I is the second element of the first row. Similarly, now we multiply the second row with the first column of second matrix. Then we get root 3 into minus I, that is minus root 3I, and root 3 into root 3, that is root 3 into I, that is root 3I. So minus root 3I plus root 3I is the first element of second row. Now we multiply second row with second column of the another matrix. So we get root 3 into root 3, that is 1, and I into minus I, that is minus I square. So 3 minus I square is the second element of second row. So we get 1 by 4, 1 plus 3, 0 in the first row, 0, 3 plus 1 in the second row. So 1 by 4, 4, 0 and 0, 4, that is 1 by 4, 1, 0, 0, 1. That is a into a raised to theta equals to I, means we get the multiplication of a given matrix and transpose of the conjugate of a matrix equals to identity matrix. So we say that a given matrix is a unitary matrix. Let us discuss about the another type of a matrix, that is involutory matrix. So in the involutory matrix we have given the any square matrix and we take the multiplication of that matrix with itself and its result is an identity matrix. Then we say that a given matrix is an involutory matrix, means A square equal to I. Let us take an example. Here matrix A, which is of order 2 by 2. Here in the first row we have the elements 4 and minus 1, and in the second row matrix A contains the elements 15 and minus 4. We have to find out which type of this matrix that is of unitary, involutory, 0 or Hermitian. So obvious that here in the given matrix all entries are not 0, so we can say that it is not a 0 matrix, means option C is incorrect. Now for the Hermitian matrix, obvious that we have to find A raised to theta equals to A, but A raised to theta, that is the transpose of conjugate of a matrix. So in a matrix if we have the complex number, then conjugate matrix is possible. Here complex numbers are not given, so transpose of conjugate of a matrix is not possible, so it is also not a Hermitian matrix. So A and B may be possible. So here we have involutory, otherwise unitary, any one matrix is possible. So option A, otherwise option B is possible. But for unitary matrix, we know that A into A raised to theta equals to I, then it will be a unitary matrix. But here in the given matrix there is no complex number, so A raised to theta is not possible. So obvious that we get the answer, that is involutory matrix. So for involutory matrix, here we have to show that A square equal to I. So here we take the multiplication of matrix A with itself, then we get A square equal to 4 minus 1, 15 minus 4 into matrix 4 minus 1, 15 minus 4. So here we multiply first row with the first column, then we get 16, 4 4 is 16 plus minus 1 into 15, that is 16 minus 15, that is the first element of the first row. Similarly first row multiply with second column, then 4 into minus 1 minus 4 plus minus 1 into minus 4 plus 4. So second element of the first row is minus 4 plus 4. Similarly second row multiply with first column, then 15 4 is 60 and 15 into minus 4 minus 60. So 60 minus 60 is the first element of second row, and similarly second row multiply with second column, then 15 into minus 1 minus 15 plus 4 into minus 4 into minus 4. So minus 4 into minus 4 plus 16 means minus 15 plus 16 is the second element of the second row. So we get 16 minus 15 1 and minus 4 plus 4 0 in the first row, and 60 minus 60 0 and minus 15 plus 16 1 in the second row. So we get a matrix 1 0 0 1, that is an identity matrix. So here we say that multiplication of matrix with itself means A square equal to I. It means here we can say that a given matrix is an involutory matrix. Let us take one more example. Matrix A equal to 1 upon 2. Elements of the first row are 1 minus I and minus 1 plus I. Elements of the second row are I, 1 and 1 plus I, and elements of the third row are 1 plus I, minus 1 plus I and 0. Means it is a 3 by 3 matrix. Now we have to find the type of this matrix. Here 4 options are given. It is a involutory matrix, is it a unitary matrix, is it a lower triangular matrix, or is it a 0 matrix? So obvious that for the last option all the entries are not 0, so here we say that it's not a 0 matrix. Second thing, for lower triangular matrix Aij is not equal to 0 for I greater than j. So obvious that it is not a lower triangular matrix, so we have only two options, A and B. Out of them we have to check which option is correct. Given matrix is involutory or unitary. So here for the matrix A, complex numbers are given. So for unitary matrix, we know that A into A raised to theta equals to I. Then we have to take the conjugate of this. An involutory matrix, it is compulsory that we take the multiplication of a given matrix with itself and we get A square equal to I, then we say that it is involutory matrix. So let us discuss about the conjugate of a given matrix. So here we get the conjugate. For the conjugate of a matrix, we know that the conjugate of minus I is plus I, conjugate of minus 1 plus I is minus 1 minus I, conjugate of I is minus I, conjugate of 1 plus I is 1 minus I, and conjugate of minus 1 plus I, that is minus 1 minus I. So here we get the conjugate of a matrix, that is 1 by 2. First row has the elements 1, I and minus 1 minus I, second row has the elements minus I, 1 and 1 minus I, and third row has the elements 1 minus I, minus 1 minus I and 0. Now we take the transpose of this conjugate, so it is denoted by A raised to theta, that is 1 by 2. We convert the first row in the first column, so here first column will be 1 I and minus 1 minus I. Similarly second column will be minus I, 1 and 1 minus I, and third column is 1 minus I, minus 1 minus I and 0. So now we have to take the multiplication of a given matrix and the transpose of the conjugate of a given matrix. So we have to find A into A raised to theta. So if we get A into A raised to theta, it equals to I, then we say that a given matrix is a unitary matrix. So here we take A into A raised to theta. So matrix A is 1 by 2, 1 minus I and minus 1 plus I for the first row, I, 1 and 1 plus I are the elements for the second row, and 1 plus I, minus 1 plus I and 0 are the elements of the third row. Now we take the conjugate, transpose of the conjugate of a matrix in multiplication, that is 1 by 2 into 1 minus I and 1 minus I are the elements of the first row, I, 1 and minus 1 minus I are the elements of second row, and minus 1 minus I, 1 minus I and 0 are the elements of the third row. So here we get A into A raised to theta equal to 1 by 4 matrix A, 1 minus I minus 1 plus I, 1 1 plus I, 1 plus I minus 1 plus I 0, and another matrix in a multiplication is 1 minus I 1 minus I 1 minus 1 minus I minus 1 minus I 1 minus I 0. So in the multiplication of these two matrices, here we multiply the first row of the first matrix with the first column of the second matrix. So here 1 into 1, 1 minus I into I minus I square, and minus 1 plus I into minus 1 minus I, that is 1 minus I square. So 1 minus I square plus 1 minus I square, so it is 2 minus 2I square, that is the first element of the first row. Now first row multiply with second column, so here we get 1 minus I, 1 into minus I minus I, minus I into 1 minus I, that is minus 2I, and minus 1 plus I into 1 minus I, so minus 1 plus I minus I square, so it is 0, means now we get the third element of the first row if we take the multiplication of first row with the third column. So 1 into 1 minus I plus minus I into minus 1 minus I plus 0. Similarly, we take the multiplication of second row with the first column. So I into 1, that is I, 1 into I, 1 plus I into minus 1 minus I, that is the first element of the second row. Now we multiply the second row with the second column of second matrix, then we get second element of the second row, that is I into minus I, that is minus I square, 1 into I, 1 plus I into 1 minus I square, that is 1 minus I square. Now we multiply the second row with third column, then we get the third element of the second row, that is I into 1 minus I plus minus 1 into minus I plus 0. Now we take the multiplication of third row with the first column of second matrix. So here we get 1 plus I into 1, 1 plus I minus 1 plus I into I plus 0. Now we multiply the third row with second column, then we get the second element of the third row, that is 1 plus I into minus I minus 1 plus I into 1 and 0, and then third row multiply with the third column of this matrix, then we get the third element of the third row for this multiplication. So here we get 1 plus I into 1 minus I minus 1 plus I into minus 1 minus I plus 0 into 0, that is 0. So now we take what will be the simplification for all these multiplication. We get it in the multiplication for these two matrices, that is A into A raised to theta, and we get 1 by 4 into some elements in the matrix which is of order 3 by 3. So let us now check what is the result of the multiplication of a and a raised to. So here in the multiplication of a and a raised to theta, we get 1 by 4 in matrix 2 minus 2i square minus 2i plus 1 plus 2i minus I square and 1 plus I square, which are the elements of the first row, minus 1 minus I square, 2 minus 2i square minus I square minus 1 are the elements of second row, and 1 plus I square minus 1 minus I square, 2 minus 2i square are the elements of the third row. Now I square is minus 1, so here we get the multiplication of these two matrices, that is 1 by 4, 4 0 0 in the first row, 0 4 0 in the second row, and 0 0 4 in the third row. So from this matrix, if we take 4 is a common element, so we get 1 0 0 in the first row, 0 1 0 in the second row, and 0 0 1 in the third row, which is the identity matrix of order 3. So here we get a into a raised to theta equals to I. So we can say that a given matrix is a unitary matrix. Let us discuss about one more example, that is matrix A equal to minus 5 minus 8 0 are the elements of first row, 3 5 0 for the second row, and 1 2 and minus 1 are the elements of third row. Now we have to find which type of this matrix it is, of unitary, Hermitian, involuntary, or skew matrix, skew Hermitian matrix. So obvious that here for the involuntary matrix A square equal to I is possible in Hermitian matrix, in unitary matrix. Otherwise in skew Hermitian matrix we want the complex numbers in a given matrix, but here a given matrix has no complex number, so there is no need to find the conjugate, otherwise transpose of the conjugate of a matrix. So unitary matrix, otherwise Hermitian matrix, otherwise skew Hermitian matrix, these types are not possible. So obvious option C is the correct option, that is involuntary matrix. So here to show that a given matrix is an involuntary matrix, we have to prove that A square equal to I. So here we take the multiplication of a given matrix with itself. So here matrix A is minus 5 minus 8 0, 3 5 0 and 1 2 minus 1. We take the multiplication of first row with the first column, so minus 5 into minus 5 25, minus 8 into 3 minus 24. Similarly for second column, minus 5 into 8 40, minus 8 into 5 minus 40, with third column 0 0 0. Second row multiply with first column, then we get minus 15 plus 15. With the second column, then we get minus 24 plus 25, and with third column, then we get 0. Similarly, third row multiply with first column, then we get minus 5 plus 6 minus 1. With the second column, then we get minus 8 plus 10 minus 2, and with third column, then we get 0 0 plus 1. So here we get 25 minus 24, 140 minus 40, 0 and 0, 1 0 0 in the first row. Similarly 0 1 0 in the second row, and in the third row minus 5 plus 6 minus 1 we get 0, minus 8 plus 10 minus 2 we get again 0 and 1. So 1 0 0, 0 1 0 and 0 0 1 we get this matrix, that is considered as an identity matrix. So here we say that if we take the multiplication of a matrix with itself, then we get A square, that is identity matrix, means A square equal to I. So here our condition is satisfied for the involuntary matrix, that is A square equal to I, means here we can say that A is an involuntary matrix. Hello friends, I think you have enjoyed the different types of matrices like involuntary matrix, unitary matrix, Hermitian matrix, skew Hermitian matrix. Then we had discussed about the nilpotent matrix, idempotent matrix. Then also we had discussed about upper triangular matrix, lower triangular matrix, and all other types of matrices. Later on we will discuss about the rank of a matrix and then the row echelon method, otherwise how can we solve the linear equations by using the matrices. We will discuss about it later on, but before that don't forget to subscribe this channel so you can enjoy these educational videos. Thank you very much.